any immigration process, it's so much important for you. The proper documentations and the process to even the filing fees or what kind of a forms, this is all every day handled by the immigration law firms. So it's very important for you not to even get it back or return it back. And then in most of the cases, the RFE is a possibility even though the application has been accepted. So it's always advisable to work through a process of finding an immigration attorney to support you on the system. So the biggest delay, I would say, is the visa dates available. So an attorney understanding what kind of a requirements, what you are eligible for, even though sometimes you are on an employment-based visas, but there might be an option to be filed under the family-based. One of your siblings might have been there. Even though it's a delayed process, but just to help you understand that there is a possibility so that you can file it will help you to have a parallel process that is getting done as well. Yeah, the administrative processing, there are many reasons for that, and especially whether what kind of an immigrant petition or a non-immigrant petition it is. See, some of the green card cases get stayed or delayed with the NVC, which is the National Visa Center, and some of them on the non-immigrant visas like H-1Bs, they get on the administrative review process and everything. So with the support of an attorney, you can at least follow up with the consulate. See, you as an individual can do that as well, but the response is much better when it is from a law firm or attorney who is involved along with the G28 process. Premium processing is an expedited processing depending on what kind of a petition or an application being filed, and it's mostly for the non-immigrant visas. H-1Bs can be filed on the premium processing so that you get the decision very sooner, 15 days, but you have to pay the extra fees for that. But if it's a very detailed process like 485 doesn't have it, which is also an adjustment of status related to your green card, but they don't have it. In some limitations and exceptions, there is an I-140 which is eligible for you to go for a premium processing. Oh, there are many different ways that once they cross the timeline, the process that has been said in the USCIS website, usually the USCIS website is also a little bit delayed, and then most likely you should be getting it prior to the USCIS processing timeline itself. If it's delayed beyond that, then there is the e-request process. We representing you, we have a G28 as an attorney representation, and we'll try to talk to the USCIS, call them up, and then there are the tier 2 officers. If it's something that can be escalated to them, then there is a process, and locally the congressman's office will support in some limited situations. Oh, that's the primary purpose of a law firm, right? And also the familiarity of the process. They do it in and out every day. What kind of documentations are needed, even learning through the RFEs. If there is a certain pattern that is being followed by the USCIS or the consulates, then we come up to that place and to support it even before having an RFE. See, the problem with the RFE is not only the documentation, it's delaying the process because it has 90 days and then getting back all those documents, submitting it, then the officer goes back again to decide about the processing. So it delays the complete process actually. So this is a very general question because it depends on what kind of visas you are in. First question is the eligibility. Not everybody is going to be eligible for a family-based green card because you have to be married to another US citizen or a green card holder. So that's the only way that you could be getting your green card based on the family-based marriages. But when it comes to employment-based, there are different categories. The EB-1A, outstanding category. Still, there are countries like India and China are backlogged on that. But still, there are many options. So it's a very generic question, but definitely in the coming days we can talk about in specifics about in related to employment based and then family based. They can send an email. Our emails are reviewed every day, and then depending on your requirements, we support, and then we will call you back. And if it's a very simple question, then we address it. Example of a question: I am on a H-1B, I'm laid off, but then I'm planning to see if I can be filed for a H-4 because I have my other partner who is on a H-1B. Those kind of questions can be addressed by a free consultation. But when it goes in detail for the specifics of your question and you need an attorney support for that, then we ask you to go for a paid consultation. And if you find it that we could support you in any means of your further process, then we have fixed charges. We are reasonable as much as possible, and we would appreciate always reaching out. If we find you are eligible to file the process, we'll definitely support and help you.